Hello, my friends. It's Jules Caldwell coming to you again, and I have a very special guest with me today. I'll introduce her in a moment. The reason we're here is we are counting down to the Ignite Women's Conference that's taking place on Saturday, October 5th here in Ottawa, and it's only a few short weeks away. I can't believe we're already here. And one of the things that I've been doing is introducing each of the amazing women speakers that are going to be at the event. And so today we get to chat with Yetta Dekker from the Dekker team. Hello, my friend.
Hi, everybody. This is so fun because I can't wait till October 5th.
It is right around the corner. There's lots going on between now and then, but I appreciate you making time, especially because you are doing something very cool right now. You are not actually here in Canada at the moment. You are away playing.
I don't tell anybody.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And the reason I don't, well, this is actually kind of cool. I am in Mexico, and I was writing a letter to my kids, actually, a wisdom letter, if we want to call it that, while I was here. And one of the pieces of wisdom that I was sharing with them is, what do you tell other people and what don't you tell other people? And because people make up decisions for you,
yes,
when they know information.
True.
Right? And so what's happened to me in the past is people would not call me for real estate help because they knew I was away and didn't think we could help. And here's the secret or the kicker, the flip the script reality. And that is, I had a team back home that could have done everything at least as well as I could, if not better. So they disadvantage themselves. So anyway, that's why I'm just in the habit. I haven't posted any social pictures. I'll privately send them to people. But anyway, yes, I'm in Mexico, loving the ocean and loving the sun and building wealth wisely while I'm here.
I know. Well, and that's why I partly wanted to mention that, because one of the reasons that I have you a part of the Ignite Women's Conference is that you bring a really powerful message for the women who are there around the power of play and wealth. And one of the things that you and your hubby Ken are experts in is building wealth wisely. And so I would love to just unpack it. And part of the outcome of the way that you have lived your life and are trying to encourage others to do is the fact that you get to have a place to go to in Mexico, and you can have fun and play, and you can still have work as well and build all the things that you want from there. So I just love that story. And so sorry, I burst the bubble and shared your secret, but I think it's actually a really important part of our conversation today.
I think it is too. And I love that it gave me actually access to share an insider piece of wisdom that took me many years to learn, right? That you need to decide for yourself what you share and what you don't share. Where do you set boundaries? And how does that lead into playing and building wealth wisely, which is what the workshop's about? Well, the dots connect.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. It's taken me a while. There was a time in my life where I wouldn't have been able to connect the dots. And that's one of the things I really value and appreciate about our relationship, and why I felt it was so important for you to be a part of the Ignite conference, is because I think there are women who, and women and people in general, who are afraid of the idea, the conversation about money and about wealth, or feel like it's completely out of their grasp and their ability to be able to have that. And it's not. And it's tied to play.
Which is wild, right?
Yes.
Flipping the script is a thing you and I have been talking about for a while.
Yeah.
And in relation to real estate, there are so many script flips. I was walking the beach this morning trying to say it super fast both ways. Flip, script, flipped. Anyway, the reality is, because it sounds confusing when you've been taught one thing. Yes. And now there is a different, I'm going to say, reality and in fact truth, because just because I believe it doesn't mean it's true.
Yes.
So I used to believe, and maybe you're like me, maybe you've done the same thing, that, and you've been taught this, that there's kind of 5 taboo topics. You know, there's, we know what they are, right? They're what, Jules? Politics?
Yeah. Oh, what was that?
Money is
Yeah.
one. I said politics.
Yeah. Politics for sure.
Right? Money is in the
Religion.
middle,
Yeah.
religion or faith,
Yeah.
sex,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I forget now the fifth one in this moment because I'm all shook up because it's around the money piece. Like that's one of our core things that we're normally told. Don't talk about that.
Yeah.
And so because we don't get to talk about it a lot,
Yeah.
or it's considered taboo because it's private and it's nobody's business what I'm doing with my bank account or how I'm spending my money or how upside down I am or that I'm actually maybe even at a crossroads in my money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love the thought that Ignite is all about if you find yourself at a crossroads.
Yes.
And here's the reality. Many people are at a crossroads of their money, but they're not telling anybody.
Oh, I love actually that you've just framed that way. I've never thought about it in that context. And that's actually really powerful, especially for me.
Well, walking the beach this morning is when it came to me.
Yeah.
I was prepping for this conversation in my mind. I wasn't writing notes or writing a script or any of that stuff. I was writing a script in here.
Yeah.
Just not. And I was playing and taking funky pictures and just relaxing and doing a meditation while I walked. And anyway, it was when you have space, that's often when you will have access to better thinking.
Yes.
And so people say, well, you can play. So here's the script we're going to flip at Ignite. Often I hear people say, I'll play once I have X.
Yeah.
Once I have this much money, once I have my kids out of school, once I have it figured out, once I've got it put together, then I'll play. Well, here's the reality on the flip scripter. I'm not doing it on purpose backwards.
Yeah.
That's what I want to have land. It feels like we're doing it backwards.
Yeah.
When the core message I want to deliver in an interactive sort of way at Ignite is that if we don't play while in the process, and if we don't play by the rules of the financial game, and we can't play by it if we don't know it, or if we believed untruths about it, because I certainly had, we're not going to get past that crossroad.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
So that's Ignite in a nutshell, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, agreed. And actually, I love one of the things that I love everything that you said. There's a reason, my friends, why I invite Yetta to come and be one of our speakers. Not just her energy and her zest for life, but there's brilliance that comes out in all of these little tidbits of things she shares with intention and purpose. But one of the things you just said was, it gives you access to space. Having access to space allows you to think. And Ignite has really been designed as a day for women to come together to have that access to the space so that you can stop and think. And it's been made intentional so that wherever you're at in your journey, you can pick the thing that it is that you want to focus on. And by the end of the day, you know me, my friend, I'm always one of those people who likes to have action. I know you're an action-oriented person as well. And so the ladies who come to Ignite have this opportunity to have access to space, to think, to breathe, to process, and to identify.
To play. Can I interrupt? To play.
Yeah, to play.
Can't stop that part.
No, and for those of you considering coming and who've already got your tickets, Yetta is the queen of play at Ignite. And so you never know what we're going to play with or how we're going to play with Yetta in the room. And you get to walk away with a plan and action for where you want to go and what you want to do. And so it's a really powerful day, and you have access to mindset and wellness and financial stuff. And I remember your session in the spring, Yetta, the women, was one of the most talked about pieces of the day at that point in time, was just the power of some of the data and the stats, and not in a boring way, in a really fun way, that you were able to deliver a message that can be hard to talk about and not, comfortable to talk about.
Well, it's a taboo topic.
It is.
We're not allowed, or in many circles, it's not considered acceptable.
No. Yeah, and it's not common. It's just not common. And it's so important for us. So if we've got hopes and goals and dreams, we want to be able to get there. And usually a lot of those require access to resources to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. So we mentioned really briefly, but I know that you and your hubby can have a big event coming up on September 25th here in Ottawa, and I wanted to take a moment to plug that for you because I actually think it's a great one, and I think if there's anybody out there who's interested in learning how to build wealth wisely, they should plan to be at this event. Do you want to talk about it really quickly?
Okay, real quick. So at Ignite, we're going to touch on it ever so slightly because the thought is infusing play and playing by the rules of the game, which is what we're focusing on at Ignite.
Yes.
So we can't deliver our entire Build Wealth Wisely workshop in that context.
Yeah.
So we've decided if you're thinking it's time, like you really are at a crossroads, but you want to build wealth wisely. And what does that mean? Well, it means that actually you're not just working for money. Money's working for you.
Ooh, I love that.
Right? That's a fundamental, one of the 5 things that we'll really uncover and go deep on at the Building Wealth Wisely workshop. So anyway, it's only 90 minutes. It's a single, like an individual can get a ticket, or actually a couple for the same price. Or get this, if you have teens that are 15 to 22, you'll want them in the room with you and their ticket is free. So, because there's going to be a strategy for them that if they apply it, it will guarantee their financial success for the rest of their life.
Who doesn't want that for their kids, right? Like, who doesn't want that for themselves either?
Right. And it's harder if we don't get you when you're young with this principle, because it still works if you apply it later. It's just much more difficult to apply. So anyway, I am pumped. Ken is pumped. We haven't done one of these and never this style, for probably a decade.
Yeah.
And we just know that because this is such a taboo-y thing, and there's so many lies believed, we can make a difference. It can make a difference if you get in community. And that's the whole point of Ignite too, isn't it? Get in community. Get in community. Get in like-minded people where the topic is okay.
Yeah.
So I love Ignite. I love that I get to be part of Ignite. Like it's just, it feeds my soul. If you come, it will feed your spirit. It'll feed your mind. It will feed your body. It will feed you so holistically.
Yeah.
That although there's a plan and there's some work to do afterwards, you'll have the tools, the skills, the knowledge, and even the mindset to go do it.
Yeah.
Come to Ignite. Like, what are you waiting for? If you got your ticket, and if you have your ticket, get at least 5 friends to come with you.
Yes, always better in community. Oh my goodness, we have some ladies who come like year over or session or conference over conference. This is our 5th conference, and some of them have come, the first time by themselves, and then the next time they come and they bring more people with them, and they're like, I know so and so can use this. So,
it keeps it alive.
Yes,
like you want to keep it alive. It's not one and done, or if it's one and done, it's not going to do that much good for you.
No. Exactly.
So bring your friends, get extra tickets.
Yes, please do. So across the bottom of the screen right now, you'll see you can visit countryjewel.ca, and right on the landing page, you can click on the information about the Ignite conference. The tickets are only $149 for the day, a full day, and you're getting 4 amazing speakers on mindset, on wellness, on financial wellness and play, and from intention to action. Like, you can't ask for more for less. Like, it's just an amazing day, and it's like-minded women and people in community that you can journey with, because I always feel like it's better to not do it alone. I used to try to fly solo all the time, and it just never worked until I started to invite people into the journey. And that's where Ignite came from. It's like, let's bring women together. Could you imagine a world where every single one of us as women is actually living the thing that we're supposed to do and be, and how we're supposed to think and feel? Can you imagine how powerful that would be for us?
It would be beyond almost, actually, it would be beyond my imagination ability. And my favorite nation is the imagination. So the reality is, if I can't figure it out, no one, I'm suspecting, can actually comprehend the significance if we could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can't do it alone.
Nope, we just can't do it alone. And that's why you and I are still journeying after all these years together, my friend. And that's also one of the other big things that comes from Ignite is you never know who you're going to meet. Now, Yetta and I met long before Ignite. But when
in a similar setting.
Yeah, similar setting through Roar Canada and one of the events you were hosting and coordinating. But you never know who you're going to meet at one of these events and where that journey is going to take you and the relationships you're going to build and share and grow. And it's just so powerful, so powerful. All right, my friend, I want to let you get back to the waves and the beach and the sunshine, although I'll have you know that it's beautiful and sunny here in Ottawa right now.
It ain't ocean and waves and turquoise. Sorry.
No, it's not. You're right. It's not. So one last word of wisdom to share for somebody who's sort of sitting on the fence about coming to the Ignite Women's Conference. What would you say to them?
I think I'm going to echo a message we've already said.
Okay.
Don't go it alone.
Yeah.
Get yourself in the room and bring people if you've already decided to be in the room.
Yes.
It's really that simple. I used to do life alone. And when you go solo, here's what I realize. You go so low. Oh. When you go in community, you go so high and you come into unity.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing better. So let's do this thing together.
Can't really say it any better than that, my friends. Join us on Saturday, October 5th, just a couple of short weeks away. Visit countryjewel.ca. Learn about the Ignite Women's Conference in living and loving the life we're meant to live. Yetta, thank you so much for joining me today. Can't wait to see you at Ignite. And I look forward to hearing from and speaking with those of you who have questions and want to learn more about the conference as well. Have a spectacular rest of your day today.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Jules.
Bye.
Bye.